Hey guys, your favorite pigmain Dress and Bubba here, and today I wanted to talk about MMR and people complaining about it. Now, to me, MMR is just one of those things where there are definitely some valid complaints I would give it, but at the end of the day, I think people are crying about MMR for the wrong reason, and it makes them seem very childish. So, at the moment, there are countless people at high rank DBD just saying, oh, I hate going against this strong killer every game. It's not fun. There's no counterplay, which, can be fair enough. And then you get killers like, oh, I hate going against survivors that just pre-drop every pallet. I hate survivors that just do gens and don't do anything else. They're not good. And killers that play Nurse and Blight are also not good, and they keep using exhaustion, and they keep using dead hard, all that. Now, people have been crying about these things long before MMR even started, and now there's some people who are starting a facade that, that MMR is now the reason why this is happening, when people have always fucking done that. People have always in high ranks complained about Nurse and Spirits. People in high ranks have always ran powerful perks. Have always, complained about powerful perks. It's just something that always happened, but now I guess that since MMR is here, people are like, it's now because of MMR because they want something to blame now, and now it's just like, yeah, MMR is to blame, not fun. It's just so weird because it's always thing, and there's some people that are like Survivor players saying I'm gonna derank from MMR, and Killer players saying I'm gonna derank from MMR so I can start getting more fun matches. That's been a thing long before MMR came. Okay, people have been deranking with the old ranking system, and they're just doing it with this one. There's nothing really new here. So I can't really blame MMR for this because this is just something that's always been a thing. Same as everything else I just mentioned. Now, it's just so funny to me because, yeah, you're going against the same thing can be kind of annoying, I'll admit, but what's the alternative here? Because what is the alternative with this complaint? The alternative is you go and have a more fun, longer match. Let's say it's Killer. You go have a more fun, longer match where you get to use your power and you get to mind game and stuff. Basically, you go against survivors that don't know how to speed rush gens. And whether you, and yes, you could make the argument that survivors that speed rush gens are not good survivors. But to me, it just sounds like you're butthurt that you lost the game and you don't want to admit that you just lost the game for whatever reason. It's just so weird. So the alternative is to derank so you go against easier players, essentially. Whether you believe they're better players or not because they're not speed rushing gens or whatever, or they're not tunneling, or they're not playing Spirit, whether you think they're better or not, they're easier opponents to go against. That is undeniable fact. So what you essentially want is easier opponents to go against. And that just sounds really entitled to me. There's just no other way about it. You want easier opponents to go against. That is the most entitled shit you could possibly say in this game. So yeah, that's just the main complaint I don't get. People have been complaining about this before MMR. Now they're like, it's all MMR's fault now that I think this way. It's not. People have been doing this before. People have ran powerful perks in high rank before. People have ran against gen rushers before. People have gone against tunnelers and campers before. It's all happened before. Like, this MMR is nothing to do with how player plays more sweaty. It's always been a thing. It's always been a complaint. High rank DBD, and now it's just MMR. It's just changed. They just changed the term because it's a better term to use because everyone's complaining about it. And it's kind of weird, in my opinion. The other complaint I just mentioned, I cannot believe that is actually the top complaint people have with MMR, because that is cringe, and it's so amazing how that just blows past people. This major complaint that the survivors you go against, or the killers you go against, are not fun and are boring, and it sucks, and it's because of MMR. If you're complaining about that, you're just crying. It's always been a thing, you've always complained about it, and, you should probably, actually... You should probably actually just move on. It's really just something you've always complained about, and it's kind of sad that you have to blame everything that isn't yourself. Like I said, yes, if you're maining Clown, for example, and then you lose a game badly, you could always say a Clown is weak, he's not very good, you know, and that's why I struggle a little bit. That's just fact, you know? That is just fact. You know, obviously you're going to struggle with Clown in high MMR. But if you're saying, like, shit like, oh, the survivors I go against they're so boring and they're not fun and they're just so not good, it's not a GG, you're just crying, mate. There's no other way to put it. You're just crying because you played like ass, or the killer you played wasn't good enough, or your build was shit, or whatever. You're not entitled to a fun game. You never were. Just because MMR is now installed does not change that you've always been complaining about this kind of thing. This video is made towards many people, and you know, maybe it's a sigh of relief for people that notice this issue as well. So just want to talk about that. There's actually real criticism to have about MMR. I don't get any of this cringy shit that people think is worth complaining about, but I just want to talk about this. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll be streaming later at twitch.tv/DrussandBubba, pig and high MMR as usual. Watch me not blame MMR because I don't suck. So yeah, take care, all of you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good night, guys.